We are here at the Yarakita Creek in the northwest, and we are on our way to the border. Yarakita is another close spot to the border. If you come through Mabaruma, we were at Imbatero yesterday, and now we're at Yarakita. Just trying to get a sense in exactly what is happening close to the border where we are. We have spoken to teachers, we've spoken to residents in general in the area here, and there is one thing they keep saying: they are very concerned, their anxiety is high, there's an element of fear also as they try to make sense of what's happening with this Venezuela threat and aggression, this referendum. The referendum we know seeks to annex the Essequibo, and again, this is one of the closest contact the Venezuelans have with Guyana, and so we're out here trying to get a sense of exactly what's happening in these border communities. And folks, they've said a lot to us. We've spoken to some policemen as well. The tension here is very, 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 very high. Persons are very concerned, and so we're going to take a look to see what's happening on the border here close to Yarakita in the northwest. Toshoas, you are the Toshoas here in Yarakita. We've had all of this thing about the Venezuelans and the referendum and what they're doing currently. What are your thoughts, firstly, about that issue?
What I thought, that many of the residents from here went say that they want to escape from Yarakita before the third, So all of a sudden, everybody get a kind of brainwave and trying to escape. So I had to make some contact. So the regional chairman went in Yarakita and he came and he cleared up that issue with the resident in Yarakita.
Are people still worried? Are there folks who perhaps have left?
Yes, it already have some family that left from here and leave to go back to Warpoka village. But so far now, everybody try to settle down back and everything coming back as normal then in this village then.
Okay, so things are coming back to normal. You have any fears personally? What are your own thoughts? I mean, you are a family man too. What are your own thoughts?
Yeah, well, at least for the force, I went scared a lot, but at least now, things change back from then to now. At least I ain't get a kind of fear inside me anymore,
And are there any thoughts as we approach the third, we come a little closer? Yarakita is a border community right on the border, on the other side from where we were yesterday at Imbatero. You're on the other side of Mabaruma, but also on the border here with Venezuela. Do you have any concerns as you come closer to December 3rd? Are there things you're thinking, maybe if anything happens, I'll do X, Y, and Z? Is your thoughts consumed with any, or is there anything in place, for instance, for villagers, any plan in place? If anything should happen, worst case, we don't want anything to happen, God forbid, we don't want anything to happen.
Well, I think, mostly residents from here, they were thinking for move from here and go to other village, who they in middle part, like Hobadiah, you get Lower Kaituma and them place, people want to move to them other villages, so they don't really want for that close to this border here because they say that we gonna be the threat to them because this is the first place they're reaching as soon as they reach over here. So that's the reason why.
What is one of the challenge? Yes, people wanna leave and move, but one of the challenge maybe people have in moving. It's easy to say I want to move and go X or Y place, but what are some of those challenges that you've encountered? People are saying why I may not be able to move.
Well, I think the challenge in here, is most finance that they're willing to move, but they can't move because they have their family. Some people got 5-6 children, and it is difficult for them to move from here to go to the next village because they didn't have the finances to move wherever they want to move.
And given how things are happening currently, and as we head closer to the 3rd of December, this referendum foolishness, what would you advise residents here to do, or how should they be thinking? What would your advice be to them?
Well, I think that, everybody should stay home, and listen news or something, and in case any further, so everybody could still be on the lookout at least on that day, listen news and until further notice then, you know. But I don't think nobody should run from the village for run, for hide or whatever, you know. Yeah.
All right, Toshoas, thank you so much. That's all from us here at the Yarakita Creek in the Northwest in the rain. Until our next podcast.